What is up, Speed Gaming fans? My name is Adam, aka WXFan21, joined by Bruh Inc. Bruh, what's happening?
Hello.
Are you excited for this race?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very good one.
Absolutely. We've seen some insane bangers of matches recently, and this one is going to prove to be no different. I want to give a special shout out to Pierre Roulette as well for tracking, which is outstanding. So thank you, Pierre. And yeah, we're just waiting for our runners to get started here. And here we go. So, in case you all are just tuning in for the first time this week, welcome to what we're calling Armory Hunt Week. So, basically what that means is we've got all movement items. To specifically go over what all movement items means, it means we've got Space Jump, Grapple, Morph, Boost, Spider, Scan Visor, Thermal Visor, and X-Ray Visor. The shuffled items are the 6 artifacts, the suits, the bombs, the power bombs, launcher, and power bombs this week are maxed. So there was only one launcher, and there's one power bomb, just the mains each. All the beams and spreaders are also mixed. Now, we have energy tanks and Metroids all over the place. Each energy tank only has 25 energy, and Schwartz and Sparkle have already found main missile launcher. Realistically, kind of no surprise here. Bro, what are you expecting to see here with an early missile launcher?
Probably early Ruined Shrine is what I'd guess. But for as like the whole seed, I've done with the practice that I've done leading up to this week, power bombs can be a huge gatekeeper because it locks a lot of mines off. And if we have artifacts and mines, we're gonna need those mains as we have no expansions that can bail us out. So those can be a big hunt. Even if you have all your beams, you might need power bombs.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of random stuff, power bombs being one that we saw the other day, and here we go, artifacts for this run. Ruined Shrine, Triclops Pit, Storage Cave, Fungal Hall Access, Elite Quarters, and Security Access. Hey, we're going to Omega Pirate.
We're definitely going to need power bombs for those.
Woo! Chat's excited. Chat, are you excited for Omega Pirate? Because I know chat the other day. Also, so, kind of teased this last night, Avina and I did. Gonna once again tease it. If you haven't had a chance to watch yesterday morning's race, you need to go back and watch it. Allow a good amount of time, over 2 hours, to watch that race. It was awesome, and that's all I'm saying. This race is going to be outstanding. I am so looking forward to this race. Bruh, we got main missile launcher. And with these kind of artifacts, we know we're going to have the one on OP. We've got SCA. Are you kind of leaving all of mines for last if you're running this race? Or are you going to go grab upper mines and then eventually work your way to lower mines?
Well, I'd say it really just depends on power bombs and plasma beam. If I'm looking for power bombs, I'm going to tend to stay out of mines. But if I am just looking for plasma beam, I already have power bombs, I'm going to head to mines, even if we're not ready to go for all the artifacts yet.
Yeah, we got 3 in mines. We got Ruined Shrine, which is going to be easy to pick up. 1 Magmor and 1 Fendrana. So this is definitely really interesting of a setup. And these are 2 great runners as well. Bro, both of these runners here, I believe, are coming in at 3 and 2. So this is definitely a fight for the playoffs.
Yes, and SpklJae has a very high, like, tiebreaker score. I don't know how you pronounce it, but their score is very high. So if they win this race, if they win this race, they are probably going to be making it to top 8. So definitely a very high stakes match here.
Pretty much. And again, we've seen this early already this week. We've seen a lot of runners just easily navigate Root Cave and go grab the artifact and go grab the items up here. Again, if you haven't watched this week yet, the HUD for Metroid Prime maxes out at 14. That's all you're going to see. There are way more than 14 E-tanks, but each one only grants you 25. So something else the runners need to consider is how much energy they actually have. When do they want to stop collecting E-tanks? Do they want to just keep collecting them? It's going to be up to the runners. So this is something everyone's going to keep in mind as well. Delta,
Yep.
I don't want to talk about it. Supposedly the Titans just signed Hopkins. Or that's where he's leaving, so I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, this is the week that made me start using a tracker, because you're not gonna know how many energy tanks you have, but the tracker will tell you. And
Schwartz was stuck.
Schwartz attempted to do Arbor Chamber wall crawl and got stuck, so he's gonna reset. Hopefully he wrote down his hints and he won't have to go back to Artifact Temple, but he may, and that's gonna give Jay an early lead here.
Yep. I think he did too, because Schwartz did spend quite amount of time looking at that security access, either wanting to like break something or realizing, why do I have to go do so much phase-on mines? But Schwartz at the very least is going to have to go get missile launcher again. But again, we have all balls, so it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Schwartz?
You're missing the launcher.
Schwartz?
You gotta get the launcher.
Schwartzy?
That's not
Schwartz?
good.
Schwartz? Hello? Knock knock.
So that's gonna be.
Got bombs. Okay.
Yeah, those were on the grapple ledge.
Yep. Oh boy.
So that's gonna mean Schwartz is gonna have to probably save Orb. He'll quickly realize that he's missing missiles. And he'll have to go and pick those up again. It's easy to forget things like that when you're in the like pressure cooker of the tournament match. But he also lost all his energy tanks too. Yeah, and there's him realizing he's forgotten his missile.
Yep. Schwartz is like, yeah, I probably should have went and got that.
Anyway, we're gonna see Jay go through the Hive Mecha Loop now, which has about 5 or 6 checks.
Flamethrower!
Yeah, and Flamethrower is one of them, going out of his way to pick that up. You love to see it.
And Chad at this point is gonna say... There it is. There's the valid.
Looks like an energy tank in the wall. Gallery's nothing because we can check it.
We just got some basic RAs, spring balls enabled, and infinite speed.
Yeah,
so,
I think
pretty easy.
If we don't see Plasma Beam, I bet we will see infinite speed in SpklJae's Temple. Because you can get that right out of the way, and we will always have Boost Ball this week. Phazon, what are you doing here? Well, we ain't looking for that later.
Fired. Baby seed. Rude. Listen, at least it's not Varia suit, okay?
Yeah,
Varia's so much early that already this week.
And that place does kind of suck, because then you're forced to make the decision of, do you go into mid Chozo or do you go straight to Magmore?
Yep.
And thankfully, we don't have to make that decision this time.
Sparkle very ahead at this point, but routing can make all the difference.
Yeah, an early game lead will help, but it means nothing if your routing is terrible later on.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah, and with that Phazon suit, that just leaves 2 big questions for this seed, which are Power Bombs and Plasma Beam. We're gonna need both of those to beat this, and they can both be in a lot of places, so
Yeah, we've seen power bombs already in some interesting spots to begin with. And again, there are no expansions, so that's why there are a ridiculous amount of energy tanks. And Schwartz needs to be really careful. Still hasn't picked up any energy tanks yet.
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
Bro, is
Thankfully,
this
though,
damage progressive or no with the suits?
I think it's progressive, or yeah, progressive.
Appreciate that.
Thankfully,
I forget.
thankfully though, we start with morph ball, so the scarabs aren't going to be able to kill us.
Uh-oh. Jay did a whoopsie and fell. I'm gonna go check these other items just to be safe here.
Yeah, the nice thing about Armory Hunt, we can get all of the Watery Hall items first pass. We don't ever have to come back here. I mean, unless we don't have bombs, but usually you'll have bombs at this point.
And it's nothing but two energy tanks and Watery Hall and the blockaded piece there. So Sparkle now is an interesting situation. Does Sparkle want to go clear out Zoid? Or is Sparkle going to head to Flagra? Or, because again, we haven't found Varia yet. I was going to say you could go to Magamore, but no Varia.
I think the move here is to go through Zoid, because then at least you know that we're going to need to do Flagra. And we're also still looking for Charge Beam. It's a big thing. Going through mines chargeless is very, very painful. And with how generally you're not going to get a lot of energy in this preset. I mean, it looks like you have a lot. But remember, each of those tanks is only 25 health.
You got it.
You don't have a lot of health. And going through mines chargeless is very dangerous. So you really, at this point, I would be trying to leave as few checks behind as I can to look for Charge Beam.
Not surprising here, Sparkle's heading towards Zoid. And Schwartz has phase on, so this is really interesting here. Schwartz also going to be heading towards Watery Hall, so we're not that far behind right now for Schwartz. If Zoid has nothing, you know, that'd be really interesting. But Schwartz probably is going to go clear it out anyway.
Yeah, I think he will. With Burn Dome and Furnace, that combines to 4 checks, so we're likely to see Varia or Gravity.
Okay.
Maybe Wave, and then we'll get to see Tower Progression.
I wonder if all our beams are going to be late if we're getting all these suits early.
Yeah. I think we may see a Plasma Hunt here.
So, quick shout out while Jay is headed towards Zoid and Schwartz is clearing out Watery Hall. Exclamation point R to follow our runners, and exclamation point C to follow our commentators, bruh, myself, and our amazing tracker, Pierre Roulette. Or Pierre Roulette. I keep calling him Pierre like he's French. But, yeah. And exclamation point NPR to find out all about this randomizer tournament. This is the last week of our Swiss format. Next week starts our playoffs, which is going to be outstanding. So last night, if you didn't get a chance to watch, go back and watch Cosmonaut versus Jeff Gaines and Games. That was a really fun race. Y'all should go back and definitely watch that. And like I said, watch yesterday morning's insane 2+ hour event. It was a ton of fun. The RAs were crazy. And y'all should definitely spend some time watching that as well. And coming up right after this on SpeedGaming 2 is going to be part of... Bro, I don't know if you know about this, but the Super Metroid Randomizer qualifier, third one here for SpeedGaming Live 2023, is coming up at 4:10 on SpeedGaming too. I say this like I get paid from them, which I don't.
Is there gonna be progression in upper furnace, or are we doing Flagra?
I mean, I would like to see progression in upper furnace for a change.
Let's see. Oh, that's Variasuit right there.
Oh my
That is
goodness.
Variasuit.
So
Flagra has been dodged today.
chat doesn't get the sea plant. Last time chat wanted plant, it wasn't pretty.
But also, Baja pointed out, we have had reverse suit order here.
Oh, that'd be interesting, Baja. So Schwartz gonna get gravity here.
Yeah, I think he'll pick it up.
Schwartz is picking up the pace, too. Schwartz is right behind Sparkle.
Yes, I think Schwartz is making more advantage of the boost ball that we start with, and I've had experience from doing practice races. The power of having boost as a starting item, if you're not using that as much as you can, you will fall behind. And I think that's what's happening here. Schwartz is boost ball a lot more than Jay is, and is benefiting from that.
Yep. And Sparkle making... Dear... But we don't have power bombs. I was going to say skipping magma pulls. Still no power bombs.
So we'll be heading to Magmore Cavern through Lava Lake.
So, one thing that's interesting here is with the 3 phase-on mine checks, I'm wondering, like I said, how late we're gonna find beams here, because this just seems like all of our beams and stuff are gonna come late with the amount of suits that we have. That's my guess.
I'm thinking a beam in Canyon.
That's possible. It's definitely possible. These runners most likely are also gonna skip the bosses if possible, with the exception of obviously Omega Pirate, which is our artifact. Beams could be in fence. We had all of our suits here in Chozo. Schwartz gonna go pick up Varia, and Sparkle is already now down to Magma. Only a couple minutes separate these runners. And the question now is what's gonna be here in Lava Lake? Watch it be power bombs. Open this seed wide up. Nope, it's another energy tank.
Yeah, and if we find our power bombs, it will be very apparent, as they have a huge model that can go through most collision, and we'll be able to see it right away.
Yep. Enjoy the music, chat. Do 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 do.
Or will we get the classic power bombs in Storage Cavern?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Storage.
power bombs are just going to be they're either power bombs or plasma beam. I think is going to be the difference maker in this seed from what we've seen so far.
Routing also is going to be a factor. So if you've watched any of our games this week, routing has absolutely been a factor.
Whoever routes correctly to find the power bombs / plasma beam, I think it's going to be the winner here.
Yep.
Schwartz is going to magma pool. I don't think... Well, we can peek the item with X-ray visor.
Yep.
We can see what's there. So if there's anything there, this could be a good peek here.
So I want chat to get ready. Bruh, are you ready? Because we finally have a bulk of our week 6 matches coming up. tomorrow, 3 p.m. is Interslice versus Ginger Chris. 5:30, Bash Prime versus Frost. This is a battle of 4 and 1s. And then right after that, we've got 2 6 p.m. games. Xenowars versus Mighty Caesar, which is going to be absolutely bananas for RAs. And then Darkstar versus La Competencia.
Oh, that's the beam in the tree!
Nicely done.
That's a beam in the tree. I don't think Jay checked the tree.
Wow.
Oh my god, that could be huge.
Supers.
We're trying to get... That's ice. That's ice.
Wow.
That might be
That's
huge.
ice beam.
I don't think Jay checked the tree. I don't think Jay checked the tree.
Wow. And Jay's got wave beam.
Yeah, we're gonna be headed into Fenderana, I bet, with that. Or maybe we'll see a pivot save at the beginning of Fenderana and go check Tower of Light.
Oh, what is this seed?
Does anyone in chat know if Jay checked the tree?
I don't think so. I didn't see him check tree.
Yeah, I don't think they did either, but they might have. I'm sure. Because if they did, it's not a big deal. But if they didn't, that could be huge for Schwartz. But anyway, what we know is that we'll be seeing super missiles before Ice Beam. So in this seed, super missiles equals Ice Beam.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, and charge too. We also need charge for that.
Can we just throw the super missile thing at the tree and blow it up? No? Okay.
Oh, that's a cool Triclops pit dash. Man, that dash is so great when you get it.
And by the way, tomorrow night's matchup is the one, the only Bra Inc. over here who's commentating this match. And Bra is taking on Cameron. So a lot of matches tomorrow. That just means you all need to go out, buy several more computers, get ready to have like 10,000 Twitch accounts just to watch all the matches at once.
Yeah, I'm ready for that match. We wanted to put a bunch of cool RAs, but unfortunately, there's a rule this week that RAs cannot affect the item pool.
Correct.
Yes, so chargeless ghosts, you can't even get up there logically without charge and super missiles, but even fighting the ghosts themselves, you need to have intermediate combat before. Now, is Jay gonna do infinite speed here to pick up SpklJae's temple? I'm gonna go check and see who suggested the infinite speed RA.
While Broad does that, we have Sparkle, who saw an energy tank, I believe, and Sparkle's going to head right on out of Chapel. Gonna make their way back to Shorelines here.
Okay, so it looks like Schwartz recommended the infinite speed RA, so we may see him go for the Chapel infinite speed to check SpklJae's temple here.
That we shall see for sure. That would save Schwartz time if it does have something. And we know Schwartz has the advantage of knowing where Ice Beam is. Again, these little tiny things can absolutely be crucial in a race like this.
Knowing where that Ice Beam is may give him a big advantage. Especially if we see super missiles here, like early on in labs or potentially in courtyard. Or what would be funny, supers in research core. Silence.
I'm gonna assume
there's
Canyon was
charge
nothing.
beam.
Hello.
That is very nice.
Schwartz is right on Jay's heels.
Yes, he's definitely made up a lot of the ground that he lost early
Oh, are
game.
you kidding? The missile went right through the ice blockage. Get out of here.
The collision on those things is so dumb.
Now put supers on Thardas. K-Rar wants maximum ping.
Oh, that would be amazing. I mean,
Only
they might be on
kidding,
Tower of Light though.
Possibly.
It'll be interesting to see if Schwartz chooses to go into labs or chooses to pivot safe and go back to do Tower of Light here.
Tower of Light, if it's nothing, is going to truly hurt Schwartz.
Yeah, if he pivot saves though, he could be all right. I mean, it would lose him a few minutes, but it wouldn't be too catastrophic. Just as long as he pivot saves, he'll be fine, I think.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, and so Jay gone into labs here. It doesn't have ice, so if there's nothing, Jay did save at the beginning of labs, so I imagine that if there's nothing, Jay is going to reset out. And we know that ice isn't here, so no matter what, Jay is gonna have to be coming back this way. Yeah, and Schwartz is going into Chapel the Elders here, and there's no reason he would do that unless he wanted to do infinite speed, so it looks like we're going to be seeing that.
Go, racers, go!
Nice observatory dash. It is a blind Chozo Ice check. Yeah, so unfortunately we don't have Plasma Beam or Power Bombs to quickly take care of this big Sheegoth, so we're gonna have to missile him to death. Meanwhile, we're seeing the cool strat for Control Tower. Is leaving it behind? Or did Jay already get that? I don't know. I think Schwartz is on Nintendo here. Yep, and so we're seeing infinite speed get set up here.
Schwartz is ready. Setting up.
And we're off. So
Chat,
What
can we
is-
get a drum roll, please?
50-second drum roll. So effectively, what infinite speed is we are getting Samus stuck in collision, and so when that happens, we can roll in the same direction, and so it looks like Schwartz is barely moving here, but what actually happens is Schwartz is exponentially gaining speed until it reaches infinite, essentially, and it will break open the game.
Yep, there it is. Sparkle has, in fact, chosen to take the safety save and go back. And so we know Labs is dead. And Schwartz, now knowing that Ice Beam is in Tree in Chozo, probably is going to skip Labs entirely, look for super missiles. Which
And
would
there's
make things
infinite
interesting. Here we go. Oh my goodness, look at the pretty shiny ball.
So infinite speed does a few weird things. As you can see, Morph Ball looks kind of funky.
It's a little ball of light and sunshine.
But the main thing is that when we boost, weird things happen and we can pick up items through walls and such. So Schwartz did that to pick up the item in Chozo Ice Temple.
Which was?
I don't know. It doesn't give us a notification, so we'll have to see when he unmorphs. But right now, he can't unmorph, because if he does, he will get Light Show, and that is very bad.
Oh my goodness, what was that?
Infinite speed. So we're gonna need to head over to this save station, and so to lose infinite speed, we just have to activate a cutscene, so we can use the save station to do that.
That looked like from Mother Brain from Super Metroid when it was shooting, it shoots out its rainbow beam. My goodness. Fired. Alright, well, Schwartz doesn't have charge yet. The question is was that supers? Be funny.
That would be some bad logic if that was supers, because we know Plasma's not in Phendrana. That would be some bad logic. But now, supers are gonna either be in Tower of Light, Training Chamber, or on Thardis, or potentially on Flagra as well. So we'll see where Jay goes from here after having done Labs. And I think Jay is going to Thardis right now. That would make sense, because we can do Thardis itself, we can do Quarantine Monitor, and we can also do Magmore Workstation in that area. So that's 3 checks, plus we're nearby a safe station that we can just use to hop out of there once we're done. And there's Charge Beam for Schwartz. Now, does he go into Labs? If he goes into Labs, he will still be quite far behind. But if he doesn't... Ooh. Is this a save warp?
Okay, Jay choosing not to do plasma processing. We need Ice Beam for that, don't we?
Yeah, we need Ice Beam to get into plasma processing. So Schwartz is gonna do Labs here, which makes sense. I mean, if you're there, you should do Labs, but unfortunately, we know it's not the right play. And nothing in Workstation either. I'm gonna save before Thardis. That way we can restore our energy. Yeah, because it looks like you have a lot, but you really do not have very much energy in this mode. Like, At max, you're probably going to have, like, what is normally 4 energy tanks or so. I mean, you can, if you have to full clear, you might pick up a lot more, but usually it's not going to be a lot of health. Alright, are supers in quarantine monitor? No. Not gonna do Thardus. So is probably at this point going to save warp and go back to Chozo. I'm betting they're on Tower of Light, honestly, now. Like,
It's definitely a high probability considering what we have seen so far.
I think we're gonna see Tower of Light right now. And will Jay check the tree now is another thing. And there's the save warp. Yeah, so at this point, the checks we have, Tower of Light, Tower Chamber, Training Chamber Access, and Training Chamber. We have Flagra, and we have Thardus. So 6 places where super missiles could be.
Yep.
Or potentially other progression that leads to supers. But the other 2 keys that we're still missing, power bombs and plasma beam. So where do we think those are going to be at? At this point, I think we might see power bombs in mines, because all we need for mines access at this point is ice beam. So even though there's not very much that we could do in mines without power bombs, I think I would still go to mines even without our power bombs.
Look, it wouldn't be the craziest thing to see power bombs in mines. It wouldn't be the craziest thing we've seen yet in this tournament.
No. And here's Tower of Light.
The tower, the tower.
Tower of Progression. It's coming again. I bet it are here. I mean, it's Tower of Light. It's got to be here.
Nope.
No. Tower of Light has betrayed us.
Rude.
This is like one of the rarest
Tower of E.
One of the rarest occurrences that we've had in this tournament. Nothing on Tower of Light or Tower Chamber.
Yeah. Pierre would like everyone to know it's Tower of Lies. I call it Tower of E.
Well, yeah, at this point, we have Training Chamber Access, Training Chamber, and then just... Oh, still didn't check the tree. Hopefully supers are not on Thardus. Let's see, Schwartz is going to do Arbor Chamber Wall Crawl again. Just to get this out of the way, because he failed this earlier. Double bomb jump. That's a stylish one. Oh, it looks like he got it. What's here? We have an energy tank.
Hooray! E-tank, E-tank.
Ooh, is it in Training Chamber or is it on a boss? It's on a boss.
Bosses.
All right, which one are we thinking, Flagra or Thardus?
Uh, give me super. I kind of want supers on Thardus, but I'm gonna call supers on Chozo Ghosts.
Well, they can't be there. They can be on Flagra though.
Oh, right, because logically you need them to actually backtrack into.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Thardus, even though they're probably Flogger, but I'm gonna go Thardus because I want to see it.
I think Thardus too. I think it wouldn't give us the wave if it didn't want us to do Thardus.
Mm-hmm.
So it would appear I misspoke earlier. I said we dodged Flagra. We did not.
Risa.
We have guaranteed a required boss here. Do we think Schwartz is going to go for Flagra here? I mean...
I would love to see Schwartz book it to Thardus, but again, Schwartz is gonna go check all the tower checks. Can't blame them whatsoever.
He might not do Flagra, considering that he's already... Just considering he hasn't done Quarantine Monitor or Magma Workstation, he might choose to skip Flagra and go do Workstation earlier.
Uh-oh. Schwartz.
Which could potentially be in his favor.
Schwartz did a thing. Chat, what direction did he go? Guy's not entertaining me this time. Fine.
And also the runners are kind of forced into doing ghosts here if they do Flagra.
Yeah. I mean, why not? You have Spider and Bombs.
Mm-hmm. So...
There it is. Thank you, Kira. Thank you, Kirby. So...
What would be good for Schwartz here is if he does choose to skip Flagra and they're not there.
Yep.
But a lot would have to go his way for that to happen, so we'll see. It's possible, though. Alright, well, there's Flagra down on Jay's side. Ooh, okay, we're gonna see soon what the item is. Drumroll, please. That's an energy tank. They're on Thardus.
Thardus.
No, we don't think Jay checked tree. They might have, but I don't think so. It can't be on Ghost because logically you're supposed to have supers to climb up Sun Tower. But I bet we'll see ghosts here anyways, because Jay has no idea that supers are going to be coming up really soon, and he doesn't want to make it so that it's going to be a big hassle to come back here, so we're going to see ghosts here anyways. What is Schwartz doing going over here, who would think? What can we do over here? I mean, we could do antechamber, but we know that that's not ice. So Crossway can't be supers. We don't have access to do Hall of the Elders or Elder Chamber.
This is so confusing.
Yeah, I don't know about this Farchoso right now. Like, we know that supers are on Thardus. I think Jay is probably thinking ice beams on Thardus without the knowledge of supers on the tree, but I don't think that the knowledge of that is going to matter a whole lot, considering they're gonna get there, get the supers, and just think, oh yeah, it's in the tree.
Yeah. We shall see.
And it's an energy tank.
Yep, so confirming that supers are on Thardus. Chat, yell at the racers through your monitor and tell them it's on Thardus. Kidding. I'm not gonna hear you. Oh! That thing just smacked Jay right out of the air. Thank you, K-Rock.
Get stuck a bit on that collision. Just gonna do the infinite boost through.
It'd be nice if you could hear me say that he was stuck and my mic wasn't muted.
I think Schwartz at this point might have just realized, but
yeah, there's really anywhere else.
There's really nothing he can do over here.
Nope.
There
really isn't.
Is Jay doing the same thing now? Oh, Jay thinks we might have vanilla ice.
Oh my goodness,
so that tree knowledge actually is going to have an impact. Yep. But Schwartz did the same play, so... Like... Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I don't think...
Can you get to Great Tree from here?
No, we need Ice Beam for that.
That's what I thought.
See, this is not ice here. That's definitely not ice. It's definitely supers on Thardus. It has to be supers on Thardus. I don't think it can be anything else. Unless there's, like... Next progression is on Thardus. 100.
Yeah, and there's the warp, so... Schwartz is going to have the chance. Schwartz will have the chance to go to Thardus first.
And actually, I think he's going to do that, because... It's either Flagra, where there's 1 check, or Workstation, where there's 3. I think he would go to Workstation here. And if he does, that's the right play.
Yep.
Yep, maybe. He's climbing. Yep. He's going to Workstation. Yes, we have checked the crash site item. Only Schwartz checked tree, so in Jay's mind, we could have vanilla ice here. But we know that it's not there, and that it's on the tree. And we know that supers have to be on Thardus at this point. Supers or something that leads to supers. But what would be more legendary is if we have Plasma Beam on Thardus, and supers were in Chozo Ice Temple, and Schwartz doesn't realize that he has supers. But I think Schwartz plays with the tracker, so he would know. Yeah, I mean, it's just got to be Thardus here. No, Jay did not do Thardus. Chose to skip Thardus after doing Quarantine Monitor. And that is going to come back to bite him. Because that's, unfortunately, where the progression was at. Making skips, although it usually when you're skipping bosses like that, it does work out in your favor. There is always that risk that that's where the progression is at and you're choosing to skip it. That's not Ice Beam, and I think we're going to be seeing a a save warp. It's looking at his map, might be a bit confused. Thardus. It's on Thardus, unfortunately. Oh, it's thinking about cargo freight lift, but we can't get there without ice beam either.
No, you can't get into figure out ice. You can't even do reverse frigate without ice.
No. Ice completely locks frigate
This
from
is
both
it.
sides.
Schwartz is not going to be in the lead. My bad. They are going to be in the lead. Sorry, Baja.
Okay. Schwartz needs to do Thardus here. Yep.
They are going to be in Schwartz. They are going to be in the lead.
Yeah, Schwartz is going to
Sparkle, they are really contemplating where to go.
Yeah, might have forgotten about Thardus. But I think even with Schwartz having a lead here, it's not going to be big because I think Jay's headed there right now. So it'll only be a few minutes of a lead. And I think Jay has to, at that point, with seeing supers here, know that it's on the tree.
I mean, also think about it this way, bruh. The couple of minute lead that Jay had is now switching to Schwartz based on routing. Right? Not having that early info that ice is on tree. Right? I mean, Jay did everything, you know, logically the way that, you know, probably should. And Jay's now going to go do this skip. See what's behind Plasma Door.
The small leads like that, though, can help. I mean, we've seen incredibly close races like Digglerath versus Cosmo. That was an amazing race.
Legendary race.
Like, that is probably that's the best race of the tournament so far. I'm just gonna say that.
Absolutely.
It's an amazing race. Everybody should go watch that one.
Please do.
I mean, yeah, like races like that, like 1 minute of a lead makes a huge difference, and we could have a really close race here. So having that lead switched over to Schwartz, it could definitely be big. It just depends on what we do from here. We're gonna get ice, and then we're gonna have to make some decisions on where we go next. Because remember, Mines is in Logic, Farfandron is in Logic. We'll be in Chozo when we pick up ice. So, do they go to Mines or Farfandrana is going to be the big decider. Or maybe it might just mean nothing, because there's always potential that we have 2 items we need. We need Plasma Beam and we need main power bombs. Just the potential that one is in Mines and the other is in Farfandrana. And then the decision doesn't really matter.
So Jay did not check tree to our knowledge. And the race that we're talking about is Cosmonaut versus Digglerath, week 5.
Amazing race. Everybody should go watch that race. Those are the kind of races that everybody wants to see those.
Yes.
It's an amazing race. It truly is.
Like, randos are fun, but like that was one of the biggest definitions of a pure racer versus racer. Like, that was unbelievable from start to finish.
Yeah.
Here we go. Schwartz is gonna get supers.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has to be super missiles. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Bro gets the cookie.
So does KRR too.
Yep. And
KRR called this like 30 minutes ago, back when we were in whatever that room is called, Courtyard.
Yep.
Jay did call, or not Jay, KRR did call this.
And SpklJae, they are now fighting Thardus, so we have a race. We have a massive race.
At this point, we just have Schwartz is a Thardus fight ahead. That's
Yes.
really the only difference
Yep,
between
and there
them.
it is. Schwartz immediately routing back fives, knowing that ice
That
pretty
is.
much locks everything else we need to do.
I think that's the only thing at this point that he can do,
Yeah.
other than Flagra.
Yep. Jay making fast work of Thardus too, so they are not going to be far behind.
Yeah, and one of the very nice things about this week, having the launcher giving 250 missiles, we can just shred
wonderful.
through bosses like
Yep.
Thardus or Omega Pirate super fast.
Yep.
Because we have effectively unlimited missiles. I mean, you only have 250, but you're really never going to use that many.
Right.
Tree, Ghosts, and Hydra. So, Ghosts, Jay already did. And then Hydra we saw with X-Ray Visor. So it should just be Tree. And Schwartz has picked up the Ice Beam at this point. So, where's Schwartz going to go?
I mean, go take out plasma processing, and then just route Farfen.
Yeah. At this point, it's either Farfen or Mines. We've got to make a decision here.
Think of it this way. If you take great care of plasma processing, and from plasma processing you go into Farfen, we know there's an artifact in Farfen. You get that
Well, we
artifact.
can't get that without Plasma Beam. It's in Storage Cave. We can't get that artifact without Plasma Beam or Power Bombs.
True. And, yeah.
Life Grove to Mines. Yeah, it looks like Schwartz is gonna go to Mines here.
Yeah.
We'll see if Schwartz chooses to go through Frigate or not.
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna see a Frigate crash site climb here for sure, at least to check Overgrown Cavern. But do you go through Frigate here? Because we could have progression in there pretty easily. That's a Metroid. Yeah, it looks like Schwartz is going through Frigate, which I would do in this scenario. And Jay is gonna pick up supers as this happens.
Yep. Frigate also makes sense. Just get the few checks out of the way, head to Life Grove.
Mm-hmm. We can get all of the checks in Frigate, and then we can also get Great Trade Chamber.
God, are you excited for the music of Frigate?
Honestly, the best music of Prime, I think.
It's so relaxing, yet this area is so frustrating!
Yep, exactly. I love the Frigate music. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think Jay has realized that ice or progression has to be on the tree here. Nothing in cargo freight lift. Well, an energy tank. Front fender on it. Fender. I like far fender on music. There's a lot of really good music in Prime for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And Echoes too. Echoes also has a really good soundtrack.
I have actually. I've taken the Prime music and like other video game music, and I've listened to it while I work. I think years ago while I did schoolwork. Like it's some nice music to listen to, just to like sometimes just nice background music.
Energy tank in Biohazard. Yep. And here's the ice beam. Jay is picking it up.
Yep.
Okay, so where's Jay gonna head now?
Jay's furious. He just did shots fired everywhere.
Yeah, I mean you have to be mad after.
Yep. And Jay's gonna go double check artifacts.
After going right next to Thardus and not doing it, you have to be furious.
Yep.
So I think at this point, all of our artifacts are remaining. We need power bombs for. So we need to find power bombs before we pick up any of our remaining artifacts.
Yeah, I can't even get in the life growth. I can't even do the life growth stuff without power bombs. So.
Yeah, we can at least get Great Tree Chamber though without power bombs.
This is proving so far to be a very, very good race. Should definitely stay here under 2 hours once we... Up. What are you thinking there, or are you thinking these two runners here, probably what? Hour 45? Just the way we're seeing this seed progress?
Yeah, potentially. I think... It's hard to tell. I think... It's really a tough call how early they're gonna finish this. Yep. But I would say, yeah, probably about an hour and a half to an hour 45.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And so our runners are gonna high five probably here in Hall of the Elders, as Schwartz has come from Frigate, but Jay has gone through Chozo, and I think they will probably both be heading to mines directly after this.
It does make
Schwartz
sense.
Is turning around.
Again, you can check plasma processing on your way to Farfen. Like, if you manage... Oh, Sparkle's gonna go check... Chozo here, which is with, Hall of the Elders. Okay.
Yeah, Schwartz turned around from that chance, which may hurt him or help. Just depends if we have progression here.
Well, we shall see. SpklJae, they are here, ready to go. Gonna go check Hall of the Elders. And Schwartz is heading towards mines. It's basically a race to power bombs at this point.
Plus plasma beam as well.
Yep. I just get a real funny feeling we are gonna see power bombs before plasma.
I think we'll get that too at this point. And nothing in Hall of the Elders. So Schwartz did not miss out on anything by choosing to skip that.
Nope.
And the great thing about not having power bombs is that we can skip all of the early mines loop, upper mines loop. We can skip it all, which is great because it's a very slow to go through upper mines. So being able to skip it all is nice.
Yep.
I think for the runners, they probably want to see plasma beam first. Yeah, we can get upper elite research and storage depot B. And then we can get a few checks in mid mines as well, but most of what we're going to be seeing here, I think it might have progression here, but it could be in Farfendrana as well. We have about the same amount of checks in mines and Farfendrana. Oh, there's main power bombs. So now we have a lot of checks in upper mines.
Ta-da!
Alright, I think Schwartz is going to be turning right around and heading through the upper mines loop backwards. Poop shoot.
Thank you! Did someone say it? Let's go, Delta. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It'll be interesting to see if Jay does bar skip here. I think that's what's going to happen. Bar skip may lose time. It depends how fast it's done. But Schwartz did not have to do bar skip coming through Frigate, which is a big help.
Yep. Schwartz definitely ahead here. There's no question about it.
And with the runners basically just retracing each other's footsteps at this point, Schwartz has probably about a 4-ish minute lead here.
This entire race has come down to the bosses.
Depending on how long it takes Jay to get bar skip, Schwartz is in the lead probably about 4 or 5 minutes here.
Yep. And I believe exo skip is allowed.
Yeah.
So if either of these runners know exo skip, that is something to keep in mind as well.
Schwartz definitely knows exo skip, but I don't think he does it regularly.
Yeah.
What
about
like
SpklJae? I
only
wonder
if
if they know
skip,
it.
only if he can skip something that's a requirement.
Yep. SpklJae is trying bar skip. They are struggling at the moment.
Ooh, that was really close right there. It's getting so close with all these attempts. Oh my god. Yeah, bar skip is a notoriously difficult and inconsistent bomb jump to get over this gate. Like, even the best runners can sometimes struggle with this. It's a very inconsistent jump, and Jay just got it right there. And is going to check Hydro Access Tunnel as well. It makes sense. It's right there. You should go check it. We'll see if Jay goes for the rest of Frigate as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. Although might, because Jay is still looking for power bombs. I think Schwartz is heading back to get the Security Access A artifact.
Yeah, where is Schwartz?
And also to get Life Grove out of the way, too.
Schwartz went back into the poop chute.
It looks like Jay is going through the rest of Frigate, though.
Yeah, and again, I think this is a logical check. Again, we saw Schwartz do it. We're seeing Jay do it. Really, Delta? Really?
You know, I love that joke. I really love that joke. That's a joke that I would make for sure in that scenario, Delta.
Fantastic. Item, that's what I've been saying.
Schwartz is skipping Life Grove, though. Just went back for the artifact. I think you would want to go for Life Grove, but might just not be thinking about it right now.
Really likes hanging out in the poop chute. Really does at this point.
3rd edition.
3rd edition. I would absolutely just go, like I said, just go get plasma processing. There is a high probability plasma is vanilla.
Yeah, that's not unlikely here. But it does look like Schwartz is going to go through the rest of middle mines here.
I mean, what are you going to go do? Clear out Central Dynamo, hoping that Plasma's there?
We can get Elite Control access, and then we can get PPC, Central Dynamo, and MQA. But I do agree with just getting these out of the way now, because then we know Plasma's not here in mines.
Oh, tried the cutscene skip.
But now, is Jay gonna go for Farfendrana? Is gonna be a big question. But remember that if Jay does do Farfendrana and Plasma's there, we still can't get the artifact without main power bombs. So we're gonna have to come to mines at some point to be able to get that artifact.
Oh yeah.
So, not necessarily ahead, if it goes that way. Not
That looked like an
into
energy tank.
So, Central Dynamo and MQA.
Yep, and that's it. I have a funny feeling it's Vanilla Plasma, which would be ridiculous.
Jay did win, I think it was week 2, due to a Vanilla Plasma.
Very nice. Another energy tank for Schwartz. Well, we have a little bit of a break here in the action. Exclamation point R to follow our amazing runners. Please go drop a follow on their channels. Exclamation point R and exclamation point C. You can follow the commentators and tracking team. Big shout outs to my co-commentator Bra Inc. and our amazing tracker Peer Roulette. And exclamation point MPR. You can learn all about the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament and a SpeedGaming announcement as we get the Central Dynamo check, and it's a Metroid. So we have the third Super Metroid Randomizer qualifier on SpeedGaming 2 for SpeedGaming Live 2020. Coming up here at 4:10, I will be on comms for that. Bruh, Jay's doing a thing.
Yep, this looks like the Farfendrana play here.
Jay could get the lead back. Oh, Jay doesn't have
potential.
Jay doesn't have power bombs.
Not having power bombs is a big. It could potentially lead to an issue because if even if Plasma's here, we still have to come back for the artifact later, which could cost several minutes. And it doesn't look like it's in MQA, so I think it is going to definitely be in that Farfendrana region.
And Schwartz now making their way back as well. Yeah.
Or it could be in Life Grove too.
Yeah, Life Grove's very much open.
Oh, wait, is Schwartz? Is it here? Schwartz looks like Schwartz is going for the item. So this could. Oh yeah, that's Plasma Beam.
Wow.
No, Plasma and MQA.
Is it really? I only got a brief look at it.
Yeah, that's definitely Plasma Beam.
And now with a Metroid just get out of here. Go away.
That will be go mode for
Metroids. And yep, it's an energy tank and plasma processing.
That's definitely Plasma Beam.
This race is pretty much over.
Now we just need to head through mines and pick up, what is it, Mega Pirate?
Yep, and then just do. Yep. Oh, that does make sense, bro. You can go ahead and clear out mines, and then just go ahead and route back through Magmore to Farfang, grab the artifact, and off we go.
Yeah. So Schwartz's remaining artifacts are Elite Quarters, Fungal Hall Access, and Storage Cave. So we can pick up 2 of these in lower mines, and then the other one we take the elevator to Fendrana and pick that up. And then it's just final bosses from there.
Bosses.
Yeah, this routes well here. There's, yeah. Won't have to do too much backtracking here. I think what's in phase on mining tunnel, not even peeking it.
I mean, Schwartz is in go mode. Schwartz doesn't need to peek it.
Yeah, hoping for Wave Buster there though.
And Schwartz never picked up flamethrower, huh?
No, doesn't look like it. I still loved when we had Varia on Phazon Mining Tunnel. That was amazing.
That's it. That was a thing.
Yeah, it's possible. You can go
That's
through Frigate to
ridiculous.
get to mines without needing Varia, and then you can have it in Phazon Mining Tunnel.
Sparkle is going to go and clear out Farfen, so they are on their way, but they don't have main power bombs or plasma, which we know are all the way in SDB and MQA, respectively. Excuse me. Schwartz just saying hello to the pirate. Possible pirate skip there?
Maybe.
Nope. Oh,
Nope.
nice pirates.
Yeah, we can get those easy. GG easy. You know what I said about not using 250 missiles earlier? Schwartz only has 40 missiles. And there's a Mega Pirate defeated. Nice one cycle.
Omega Pirate just wanted to give Samus a hug.
And share some of the blue juice. That Phazon.
Schwartz, you have to go and get the storage cave.
That now. Ah, there's Wavebuster!
Wow. Schwartz decided not to leave Wavebuster behind.
No, no.
Hey, Schwartz, chat would like to requisition you to go take out Flogger with Wavebuster.
Yeah, we would like to see that.
We did see it several races ago. Chat was very excited and very happy.
I wasn't able to watch that one. If I can do that in my race, I will.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, it's
was
actually
cool to watch.
it's actually faster than just doing regular Flogger, I think, because you don't have to deal with all the
we weren't sure about, bro. We're just looking at
I
going.
think so.
Is this really faster?
I mean, you don't have to deal with all the cutscenes, so I think so. Like, it's definitely slower in-game time, but RTA, I think it's faster. But I don't know, that's just speculation. Anyway, it looks like Jay is gonna head to mines here.
Mm-hmm.
The Farfendrana play was what Jay needed, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. Plasma was in MQA, and so it just didn't work. Like, it was the right thing to do in that situation. It just... Randovania said no. And thankfully does not have to do bar skip again. I wonder how many energy tanks Schwartz has. Because, yeah, we can't see how much health they actually have. We know that they have at least 14 energy tanks, but it's probably a lot more. The amount of health could impact final bosses potentially, but I don't think it will too much. Like, I think if we are full 14 energy tanks going into EXO, we should be alright. Gotta get the branch jump. Number 15, Fender on his edge branch. I'm not gonna recite the whole thing though. That is artifact number 6. Jay's heading through upper mines, doing the loop, which I wouldn't do without main power bombs, because we can't get anything until upper elite research here. You want to go from the back, like, we see power bombs in storage depot B. I mean, at least we can peek it. Well, we can't peek Philip. Voice changer?
Fairly Odd Parents reference? No? Anybody?
Oh, no ship dash. It's struggling a bit on this slow jump. I say you just go for the way around at this point.
Yep.
I mean, I don't do this slope jump ever. Like, I just accept that I'm not good enough to be able to get ship dash or the slope jump, so I just go around the other way. Oh yeah, you can do the whatever it's called, the spring ball tech thing to get up there too. With like a double bomb jump in the air. I don't know what those things are called. Like SSJs? I don't know. Or that's the stuff that they use in corruption. Wow, that was
Got
a
a good
really
Ridley
nice.
fight.
That was a really nice ore processing climb, though. I struggle with that so much. No, not as of right now. There are no other matches scheduled, but I don't think there will be any more because
No, there were not.
people don't
That's it.
schedule on the same day. That doesn't happen.
So while we have the Ridley fight, I can go over when all of our next matches are. So right now, tomorrow has 5 matches. 3 p.m. Eastern, Interslice versus the Ginger Crit. No RAs.
That one's gonna be really good. I'm really excited to watch that one.
5:30, Bash Prime versus Frost. 6 p.m., 2 races. Xeno Wars versus Caesar with a ridiculous amount of RAs. That's going to be really cool. And the other 6 o'clock race is Darkstar versus Jay with Spring Ball in charge. The Bash Prime versus Frost game is going to have an RA of default suit damage reduction. So, and then ATM is none other than Burt Inc. This is Cameron with Spring Ball and a random start. So, 5 matches tomorrow. Keep on the lookout for that. No channels yet for that.
I'm ready for that race, man. I'm so stoked.
As you should be. Gonna be a
All
good
races
race.
are amazing. They're all super fun.
Nice. And if you're interested in more Metroid stuff, in less than 1 hour on SpeedGaming 2, we're gonna have a SpeedGaming Live 2023 Super Metroid Randomizer qualifier match at 4:10 p.m. on SpeedGaming 2. I will be commentating that as well. So, Schwartz here is about to go absolutely destroy Exo in essence. Okay, seriously, did someone put the Wave Pirates in, like, super tall mode? Because those guys are ridiculously tall.
They are large.
Jeff shows absolutely no favoritism whatsoever.
Come on, Exoskip, man. I mean, you know you want to do Exoskip. Aw, rip. No Exoskip.
So basically what Jeff is saying is he wants a tie. Jeff, they want a tie. Right, Jeff? Jeff. If Jay wins, my buckle score goes up. Plasma was MQA.
Also, I think, did Jay pick up the 3rd artifact? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, Jay picked up the
Jay's
3rd artifact.
And SpklJae's on the poop shoot.
First time for Jay, I think. Oh, wait, no, I think that's the 2nd. Oh, wait, no. Went back through the loop. So that's the first and only poop shoot.
You never forget your first time in the Metroid Prime poop shoot.
Yeah, you can't ever forget it. It's engraved into your brain.
I'm only kidding, but this... Alright, so, bro, I don't know if you've ever had... I'm sure you have played the game many times. Isn't it just kind of cool to watch in this elevator where SpklJae, where they are, just to see, I think it's the impact crater, but just to see that entire thing just going down, like, if you're looking out to your left. I think that's cool.
it looks really cool. Especially in PPC, too, that also points towards impact crater.
it's really cool. Like, it's just one of those nice little things that Nintendo did when they added it. So I like little things like that. So Schwartz is halfway through EXO.
That being said, though, it would be cool if you could see, like, PPC, because from Artifact Temple, sort of, because you know how, like, Artifact Temples by Impact Crater as well?
Mm-hmm.
There's a cutscene, I think, like, after you've killed Essence, that shows, like, Artifact Temple burning down or whatever.
Yep.
But then it shows it from, like, far away, and you can't see PPC below. So it would have been cool if they had, like, put PPC in there. Like, so you could see some of mines from that cutscene, too.
But I just find it, like, it's a really nice touch that everything feels more connected. Like, you're going down an elevator. Oh, look! Actually see outside is Artifact Temple, not just hanging out there. It's nice interconnectedness. Chat, what do you want us to do? Schwartz is our... SpklJae, they're just hanging around now, heading towards, you know, Central Dynamo. Jeff wants orange phase on.
Man, I hated orange Phazon the first time I played through the game. I was like, I got Phazon suit to be immune to Phazon. And now you give me new Phazon that can still damage me? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that super just got scammed.
Jay's just having fun at this point, I think. There's just no reason to do this maze, to go pick up an Metroid.
I might want to save, I don't know. But it is fun to do the maze.
We've seen some ridiculously hard mazes over the last week. And I don't know why I thought orange Phazon meant plasma.
Schwartz is getting really trolled by Subchamber 4 here.
What? Just go up and whack EXO with your arm, will you please? Jeez, just backhand it. Schwartz is not having any luck with EXO whatsoever here.
Yeah, that's a really bad Subchamber 4. Whenever Schwartz goes to shoot, EXO either moves or just changes beam. Oh yeah, Jay didn't check Life Grove either. Neither of them checked Life Grove, which I would have done. Like, when Schwartz went back, he didn't do Life Grove. When he went back for security access, he didn't do Life Grove. Which, I don't know, I would have done Life Grove there. I mean, it didn't end up mattering, though. So I think Schwartz is, like, just on 14 energy tanks here, which should be enough. One hit from Essence effectively, it does, like, 20 damage, so basically each hit is going to take out an energy tank from Schwartz.
Life Grove at this point probably has, what, Ice Spreader?
We saw Ice Spreader already. It was in Ice Ruins East. Also, I love the voice member in there, too. Yeah, Schwartz is gonna wrap up here. This is gonna be an easy Essence here, I think, because we have both visors by default on this preset.
Yep.
And looks like Schwartz is going for pool cancels here, so we may see a 3-pool kill here.
And Schwartzy.
And yeah, that's a 3.
That's it. There it is. Time. We are done.
3 pool.
Nicely done. Nicely done. And now we got... Yep. And Jay has forfeited.
So we should be joined by them shortly for an interview.
That we should.
Hello, Schwartz and Jay joining at the same time. GG's to both of you.
Hello.
GG's, there they are. The legends themselves.
Oh, that was interesting.
What a race.
Yeah, that seed was pretty rude at the beginning with the ice beam.
Yeah, that was my main crux that I was worrying about, is that the first thing I did was I went to Arbor Chamber, but I failed the out of bounds. It got soft locked. And I reset and just didn't ever do Transport Tunnel B. And supers were pretty late, so I was thinking, oh, they could have just been there the whole time. And then I eventually checked it, but it was nothing. And then, yeah.
So Jay did not check the tree, and so didn't know that ice was there. Now, thankfully, with supers being on Thardus, that didn't hurt too much, because by the time you get those supers, that's kind of the only thing left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jay went to the Magmore workstation Farfan area pretty early, like right after doing labs, but then decided to skip Thardus.
Yeah, I didn't have power bombs at that point, and I was like, I don't want to fight TARDIS without power bombs, and obviously that went and bit me in the ass.
Yeah,
that was an unfortunate decision. But both of you got supers around the same time. Like Schwartz was picking up supers while Jay was starting the fight. So before Ice, you guys pretty much had the same routing, just going through Chozo and then through labs.
At that point, I think it was either Thardus or Flagra. That was my last option. So if Thardus wasn't supers, then Flagra was supers. But thinking about how I've not seen supers or anything hinting towards it yet, I was like, Thardus is more likely since it's later, I guess. I had Wave.
When you were doing Thardus, we had seen everything else from Jay, so we knew that was 100% where supers were at.
Yep.
That was definitely the place to go. But then after Ice, you guys both sort of went through Frigate around there, and then Far Chozo. But then Schwartz went to Mines, and SpklJae went to Farfendrana.
Yeah, I have seen quite a few races where main PBs were actually in Mines. In fact, right in that same location, Storage Depot B. So I was... Also, that gravity was also a big indicator to me. That was just free and had not been used for logic yet. So I was like... Initially, I was thinking it right after I got Wave, but then I forgot about the Ice Door. But then I was like, once I got Ice Beam, yeah, I'm heading straight through Frigate into the Mines. I had thought about going back to Hall of the Elders to do the infinite speed for Elder Chamber, just to not leave that orphaned. But at that point, I was kind of worried that I was behind, so I just prayed that it wasn't there and just left it. Thankfully, it wasn't.
Mines was definitely the place to be there, but Schwartz, I have a question for you. So after you had gone through Training Chamber, and you knew that Ice was in the tree, why did you go to Far Chozo?
Um, yeah, that was the thing. Halfway through that, I realized that wasn't as good as the play as I thought. I was thinking, like, to be honest, I don't know what I was thinking. At that point, seeing ice, I didn't really register that supers couldn't be an anti-chamber because you need ice. Because I was still thinking about, like, the idea of that being like a solo check. So, like, the only thing that could have been was, like, plasma or main PBs, but that was highly unlikely. So, yeah,
That's honestly like one of the worst spots to have main power bombs, though, because you can't even lockpick.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that would have been. At least I would have had information, I guess, but that would still be rude.
Yeah, I think that the knowledge of the tree helped, but the main thing was just choosing to do mines first. That decided the race.
I almost didn't check the tree because I had forgotten that I had X-ray to peek it right away. So I went to go after Zoid. I went to go see Magma Pool just to like check like if I needed to do the infinite speed there or not. And then I was like, oh, I didn't check the tree. And then I see that it's ice, and it's like, oh, that's probably going to be important.
Yeah.
I remember jumping up the tree at one point and then thinking, oh, I haven't checked this. Should I bother looking at it? And I thought, no, there's no way that could be something. It'll be fine. So, yeah.
Yeah, the biggest, I mean, you know, Bros covered it, the biggest routing decision at the end of the day versus
Yeah, so I kind of felt behind last locationing supers, but then I saw the plasma in MQA and I was like, oh, I might actually have a chance here. I was playing from behind in my mind the whole time, but then I was like, man, this is like a terrible like spot for plasma, and I like went here right away. I was like, that might save me. Yeah, plasma MQA is like the worst spot for plasma.
You never want to see that.
The items in this place was insane. Was all over the place. I mean, we got the early suits, and I was telling bro, I'm like, I wonder if we're gonna see late beams. And we in fact got late beams.
Well, I tell you, the practice seeds never went like this.
They never do.
That's how they always go, man. The practice seeds never like the actual match ever, I feel like.
Yeah. Bro, I got nothing else. Do you, Pierre, or any of the runners have anything else before we head on?
GG, and hopefully, Schwartz, you get in the top 8 and can carry on. Yeah.
I'll carry it on for you, Jay.
Please.
Yeah, I might actually have a solid chance of making it. I think my buchos are pretty high, so I might be one of the higher 4 and 2s this tournament.
Yeah, my points will prop you up, don't worry. It's a team effort, really.
Team effort.
Thank you, Jay.
When Schwartz wins, Jay wins.
I expect a mention in your victory speech at the end.
I will keep that in mind.
Also, I mean, since we're throwing out victory speeches, Jay, why not ask for Schwartz to be on camera and have like a picket sign that says SpklJae is the best?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we're going further, then I'll send you my merch, you know.
There you go.
But no, it was good fun.
Yeah, this was...
We'll look forward to the next tournament.
Yeah, this was really fun. I'm hoping to participate in more of these. CGC is coming up, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, let's not go 2 years between Prime Rando 20 this time. Let's keep it annual. That's my petition to the to leaders.
Why not multiple tournaments a year?
Yeah, even better, in fact.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In fact, here's a list of demands.
Jay's out. Here's the list of Jay's demands.
Well, I've got to direct this energy elsewhere now that I can't race, you know? Maybe I'll join the volunteer brigade.
There you go.
Yeah, volunteering's been fun.
Mhm.
Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend.
I might actually end up doing that too. So, cool. Anything else, anybody?
Not really. GG's again.
All right. Bruh, Pier?
No.
All right. So I'll get us on out of here for Bruh Inc., Pier Roulette, Schwartz, Gandhi, SpklJae. I'm Adam, aka Fan21. We'll see you next mission. And if you're interested in more Rando stuff,